So, ha, we needed a fire. Like, desperately needed a fire. But there's no fire making kit on us. And we continue. Hope everyone's alright out there in internet land. Hopefully the zombies are now fixed. Hopefully it's enough to keep us alive. Or we'll be dead. Certainly not enough to keep us alive. What about our health going back up? If it doesn't, we're dead. And it's going up. Thank God for that. Right then. That off. That off. That off. Off. Hi Ryan. Off. Off. Keep them on. That off. Back at work sadly, but my earbuds in, so I'll be lurking. Thank you mate, that's appreciated. And lie down. If we get any sleep, it'll boost our... Yeah. I can't take my foot... I can't take gloves. Well, I suppose I can take gloves off. Just won't be able to put them back on. Weapons are they wet? Now we should be able to lie down. Get that boost in. Hi Sarah's dad. Haha, yeah. I might be alright. I just caught it at the right moment. I've been worse. It's only health that's flashing, not blood. We get the boost on this, that would be amazing, but I don't think we don't. I think we're too close to being better. Hi Ace, welcome back. Yes, we're saved. Ah, Goblin lives to fight another day. I'm hoping I've managed to get zombies fixed and they're giving loot again, guys. We'll find out soon enough, I suppose. So we can't sleep any longer, it's too bright now. So only sleep up to 100% at night. Those we need to replace ASAP. That can be worn now, that can be worn, that can be worn, that can be worn, that can be worn. Shemag we need to bring out before we wear it, that can be worn, that can be worn. Bring this out. back on. Fire's gone out. Okay, but we've got plus symbols. Pick that, rip that up. We need a pair of gloves. Two of them, excellent. We can make gloves. Two, two, three. Do I have 7 rounds? Okay. I can't really use it. Right. Searching for food and footwear. Oh, yes. That'll do. Always capture fish for food, but I'd rather not at the moment. So, hope everyone's having a good day out there. My last few days of leave before I go back to work Monday. That's badly damaged. Mine is only damaged. I'll stay with mine. 762 will take the ammo. Zombie over there. Don't really want to shoot because this town's got a few in it. Slept in, just brewed second cup. Hi, Chuckles. Okay, they are badly damaged. Mine are only damaged, but we're going to take them because we don't have any replacement footwear or a way of repairing mine at the moment. Come on, health, go back up. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Yes. Oh. Come to this window. Come on. No, not there. Fuck it. Take out the military ones. You get them to come to this side and then come back. No, they're not going to play. Yes, they're giving loot again. Trying to get on the GoblinZ, but it kind of kicks me out because I have a mod not on the server. That I can't help you with. Which mod is it telling you that you don't have? That's useful. So if it's saying that you've got a mod that the server doesn't have, can you screenshot the error and put it into server chat, please? Oh, it's a rope. Very much. Two sharpening stones? It's Christmas. So, oh, not really got enough blood for a fight. Shut the door a second. Okay, for some reason you're not loading any of the mods. So you need to download those mods. Without any of those mods, you can't play. Chuckles, can you... Yeah, that's a good choice, actually, Chuckles. So that error message is saying that you don't have any of the mods downloaded. Thanks, Chuckles. Can you do a screenshot for me, if that's all right? Go on, give me a... Yeah. know you're pathfinding shite. I need a second bit of blood before I risk having a fight. Yeah, I think for some reason you're not activating the mods you downloaded. So when you click to join the server, there'll be two selections. One will say join with what I have, and one will be something like the top one. Choose the top one. There's two red options. Choose the top red one, and then it should automatically select the mods and then let you in. Now it might tell you that you can't join with the name Survivor, so then you might then need to change your name, but that's further in, so that's a different error. That's just so I can track who players are. If Chuckles is turning on his PC, he'll talk you through it, which is good of him. Spare rags there. We don't need more rags. We actually want to make our way to Commence, but we probably have to go via home. But we've got a key. Days that way. Don't think we're in any fit state to start the route, but when's that ever stopped me? Okay, right. As long as we can stay clear of Zeds and out of this town, we'll be on our way home. Thought I had more ammo. Not a good place to stop and think about it. Right, I need a map. Is there a map on there? There's my side pouch. Right then, let's see. The walk home. Gonna need another fire already. Get out of here and then think about a fire. No clothing at home either. So let's do a fire now. I've been on to, when you gave the AI infinite ammo, I did dozens of hell and none of the AI hit me. I think you should make the AI in heli more accurate. What do you think about it? Yep, happy with that, mate. I can make them more accurate. Yep, I'll do that. More than happy to do that. That's not difficult to do, so I can certainly make them more accurate. I want it to be a challenge for players. Hitting a heli shouldn't be something you do lightly. So, yeah, more than happy with that. Give me that boost, game. Give me that boost. Yeah, not a problem. I'll put their accuracy up. It'll be done after I finish streaming, so it'll reset as of midnight tonight. Thank you, Ace. Then get that can dealt with. Yeah. For some reason it doesn't like that ammo. Because it's not, it's 308. Okay. Doable. Be nice. The third me flip would have been nice, but I'll make do with two. It's going to be a hard push home. Especially with the blizzard coming in. Do not have the clothing for this. Okay. Well, wish me luck, guys. Stay there till the fire goes out, at least, I suppose. We might get the third symbol. We're very lucky. And we didn't want to forget that can of drink either, did we? Take that now because we want the energy off it. Little boost to sleep. Don't have any meds left. We have meds in base though. And we've got 2 Ks to push. Right, top of the hill, then a fire. Ah. So either go and open a key or kill a prisoner. Prisoners have a 50% chance, B92, of giving you the starter key. So killing prisoners. So off to Prison Island to kill some prisoners. Or find a crate and open a crate. The certain crates, so like the Commance Military, the VMC and the prison crate, have a key inside them that starts the mission. And then it takes you through a series of crates till you get to a choice of 2 crates at the end. And then depending on which crate you choose will be which loot you get. Either explosives or a 338. Yellow blood health. That's good. That's okay, not a problem at all. Basically, if you find a key, go and open the crate. If you find the key that says go to Trader 1, you know what you're doing. And it's not impossible to do the missions, you know, it's just going to different areas around the map and opening things and doing stuff and gearing up en route. When you get to the final 2 crates, you'll have a choice of 2 crates without knowing what's inside them. It will be a lottery because on each restart it switches the loot that's in each crate. One of the crates will have explosives and an M4 or equivalent. One of the crates will have 338 and a LAR or FN FOW as I would call it. En route you will find 338 ammo and you will find a little bit in the final crate. So then you'll have enough for like a magazine's or 2 magazines worth of ammo for it. Okay, Ace, if you get in the error on all servers, then there's something not working correctly with your mods. It's not your fault. You've clicked a box wrong somewhere. Hopefully Chuckles can talk you through it. If not, then after the stream I'll give it a go. I think we carry on pushing for home with 800 metres to go. We've got food at home. We've got fire making facilities at home. We haven't got clothing, but we've probably got a boot repair kit so we can repair these trainers. And then at least we can then rejig ourselves to move up the Commance with a view to getting our first crate. think we might even have a spare rucksack at home. At B92, if you're still there, do you want a real challenge on the helicopters? Would you like a challenge harder than AI? Possible. I could bring in another element. It's not an animal. And it's not more AI, but I could certainly bring in something else to surprise you. Not difficult. I've been keeping something up my sleeve for emergencies. I could deploy it now. Well, not now. Later on. Not going to tell you what, but I could. Everyone else is like, what's he up to? Something I haven't done with a helicopter mod in 2 years. Been saving for a rainy day. Though, this might be the right time to deploy it. Deny of possibilities. I have FOW, SVD, RPG, Law, 338 ammo. Yes, I want challenge. Okay. I will put a challenge on the helis for you. The other thing we could do is swap out a lot of the civilian zombies for military. Maybe change the, you know, the one that screams and runs at you. Change him to have the flashbang. So every time he screams and runs at you, he'll be up close and personal. Which would be annoying. So you'd have to engage at distance. Make it a 100% chance that he'll have a flashbang. I don't think we're quite at the level of sticking grenades on every zombie. But I had broken zombie loot. It is working again now. I found the error. Next wipe, the trader there'll just be one trader, and it will be at Alta. So when we wipe, not in 4 weeks' time, but when we do the full week wipe in whatever it is, week's time, March. Haven't been here for a few days. Need to get that flag up. Nothing ever in my shed. We need a fire. That's the first thing we need, is a fire. Get some heat on. Don't they? Oh, how surprising. Evil goblin. There will be, when you do the missions, there will be a way of getting filters. That was a nice experience. Yeah. Bad goblin. Bad goblin. Right, and what we need next, we're going to need to get that off, because where we're going, we're going to need a rucksack. That'll do. Just transfer everything over at the moment while we sort out what we're doing. Okay. Nothing to come with me. That needs to replace that thing. I need that for that. That's actually been quite useful. Do I have any 223? No. So take a bit more of that. Take the shotgun as well. A little bit of shotgun ammo to use up. Block and stay behind. Screwdriver staying behind. That sharpening stone can certainly stay behind. So I'm going to need on me. That's staying behind. That's staying behind because we're taking the other one. Shotgun. That one. Knife. Bandages. Spare knife. One sharpening stone because we can afford it now. Water bottle. Pistol can stay behind. Boot repair kit. We must take that with us. Purification kit for bandages. We must take that. Spare bandages can stay. Emergency knife can stay. That can stay. Rope can stay. Go with us. Ammo can go with us. Okay. Map needs to go with us. Emergency heat pack. One good bandage for dire emergencies. We're going to need a pack of MREs. That'll do. A couple of cans of drink. That'll do. Do I have any multivits? No. So we'll take the Petra with us. I think that's all we need. Right, let's warm up. Any repair kits? Emergency fire lighter, worst case scenario. Right, let's get these cans defrosted. Now, at last we can press map again. We are going up here. Couple's advice is stick that one on there and wait for it to get boiling hot. Hi, David. Okay, David, I think you'll remember that last night you said the same, and I requested that you didn't advertise another server in my server. Yeah, that makes sense. So this is the second time you've done it. I'm going to ban you. Give me a second. I'm sure you fully understand. And banned. I'm warming that up now. Oh, good. There we go. Right, so we've got to walk to there. Second knife's ready to go. Other kit's ready to go. Let's do it. I should have waited for 3 arrows. I don't have warm enough clothing, do I, for it? Okay, that's fine. We did bring the key with us, didn't we? Yes. Good goblin. Good goblin. And our shoulders are free. Well, one of them is. Excellent. Let's go get some loot. Zombies triggered. No, they just spawned in for me. Okay, that's fine. Exactly. I agree, B92, massively. It's making a... I can certainly see I'm growing. My averages for stream are now higher for views. my numbers are going up. I'm obviously higher up the algorithm. But I asked someone not to do it. If they do it a second time, then that deserves a banning. You wouldn't walk into a supermarket and advertise a different supermarket or shop. So why do you think you can go on someone's stream where it's a business for them and advertise a different server without permission? It's different if somebody comes in and says, messages me privately and I know them and says, is there any chance you can push my server? Yeah, of course. That's a conversation. But if somebody contacted me that I have never met before or don't have any friendship with and said, can you advertise my server? I'd say, yeah, how much are you paying? My business account. You know? But that's me. There'll be many servers out there that allow it. I just don't think you should. I think it's common courtesy not to. It's a key to commands before I run all the way there, isn't it? Yeah. Now, obviously, I have a slight advantage, as in I know where the crates are within there, I think, because I place the crates in there. But that's the only advantage I have. I have no way of knowing whether I get there and the loot's already gone or not. Long bloody run to get to where we're going just to get loot from a key crate, isn't it? This is just a basic key crate. This is nothing. It's not like normal servers where you get amazing loot from day one. This is survival items. But there's a chance of a key in there, and it's a key that I want. Good headway though. Hi, Tin Man. We're off to do a crate. We can make it up the map. Don't really want to stop en route unless we have to. Found a key last night. So curious. So if you look at the key and move your mouse over it, it'll give you a description. So it says at the top there, commands military. Best you go find the location it says. Not far, I'm 15 kilometers to... So yeah, so keys will then tell you where to go. Then you've got to find a box that will open. Boxes reset every server restart. And then when you open the box, you'll get some loot. You might get a key that tells you where the next loot crate is. And then you might get another key with another location. And eventually, if you stay alive and work through all the keys, you might get to 2 boxes and you get a choice of boxes, not knowing what's in either of them. But one of them has 338 sniper rifles and 308 sniper rifle, and the other one has explosives. So one of them is a high tier weapon and one of them is the ability of raiding people. And that's what the keys are for. They're to give some sort of end game for players that involves a fair few steps and things to do and moving around the map, so you've got a better chance of bumping into people and maybe getting shot or not making it home alive. And the map is now finished. The only thing I've got left to write is an event and then prepare the data, so in 8 weeks time, 9 weeks time, when we wipe, I can move some of the crates around so people don't know where they're going to be. Because when we do the proper wipe, so March, what will happen is the server will come down at 12 o'clock lunchtime UK time on a Friday, and then it'll be ready to go at 6 o'clock that evening. So it'll be down for only 3 hours, just enough time for me to take it down, wipe it, move the trader, set the trader up and put things back in place, and then I'll launch it again at 6 o'clock that night. I'm glad you enjoy it. So the problem that we had before was we had to have short wipes because we didn't have anything to do in the middle. You built a base, you had to survive, you got lots of loot, you raided someone, and it was time to start again. So we switched, we gave some middle content now. On a side note, I often walk into the shop for bags from other establishments. That would count as advert, one store and another. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I hope you also understand what I'm saying. I detest that shops have logos on them. You have to pay to advertise them for them. So you have to pay to hold a bag, to get a bag that's got the advert for the shop on it. So you're paying that shop to advertise. Disgusting. They should sell, if they're selling bags, they should be plain. If bags have got a logo on, they should be paying us to walk around with their advert. That's my rant over for today. How are we doing on? Well, we're nearly at Gorka. Nearly halfway there. So, guys, next wipe, the trader will be at Altar. And there'll only be one trader, and it'll all be at Altar. So, about middle of the map. To make life a little bit easier for everybody, so they can choose where you want to live all over the map. Not just be... There's a lot of players living in the same sort of cluster of areas. I'm not saying where, obviously. Because of where the trader is. So, me included. So by moving the trader to the middle of the map, people can then use the whole map without fearing they're too far away from the trader. A 100% agree. 100% agree. I just don't. I detest that you go into the UK, Tesco's, you buy your shopping, they give you a bag that says Tesco's on it. Just like, what? And I'm having to pay to do this? I'm having to pay you to take that out. I'm just like, Might be different if I was going there to buy a Tesco bag. So with a car, you go into a garage and say, I'd like that Ford. You're choosing a Ford for some reason. In my case, because it's all I can afford. Not that I've got a Ford. I've got a Hyundai. But, yeah. Right, we're going to need another fire soon. Do we have anything property-wise nearby? Oh, something in there in the woods. Okay, that'll do. And the run continues. 6Ks to go. But if this has a key in that I expect it does, this is just going to start a whole series of events moving from key crate to key crate over a few days, just to get to an end game weapon. I'm now wondering what you can add to the heli extra challenge. Oh. It's not an animal, and it's not more AI. I think that's all you need to know. So you know how if your vehicle is about to be overrun, or your submarine, hunt for Red October, your submarine is about to be taken by the enemy, deny the enemy access to it, you blow it up. In a ship case, you scuttle it to stop the ship falling into enemy hands. So just think how I could have a helicopter scuttled to stop it falling into enemy hands. No, landmines would be good if I could do armed landmines, but they lag the server too much. I wanted to do armed landmines. I really wanted to run the mod this time, but we didn't, where we ended up with 1,000 landmines around Northwest Airfield and Tissy. But it was lagging the server, so I had to take them off, which was really annoying. Because then every time that you went in there, in the grass, you wouldn't have seen them. There would have been signs that you saw saying danger mines, and they would have been real. There would have been a minefield there. Which would have been awesome. Especially if you're being chased by zombies and you make it out the field and you watch them blow up and they're trying to get to you. Or a helicopter lands and the AI jump out and they run right into a minefield and blow themselves up. It would be amazing. But it was lagging the server too much. So it isn't going to happen. And there was no point putting less mines in, because it just would feel like a token effort. Just have a few. I needed enough to make it feel like a proper military camp that had been mined off. But we've got the barbed wire in that causes everyone problems. Right, we are going to need another fire, and we've gone way past what we were aiming for, haven't we? Turn that way, because we can't risk losing too much health on this run. Oh, bugger. You gather stuff for fire. Yes. I made my own mistake. I normally run with stuff ready to go all the time. I don't mind fighting wolves. I just prefer not to die to the cold. Should do it with a single shot because we've got more of that ammo. Right, we'll wait to get the 3 pluses and then we'll carry on. Hopefully the zombies have, sorry, the wolves have lost tracking to us. But you never know. Where are we? We are there. We're not that far to run, in all honesty. Up through Svet, or across between Svet and the church. The ruined church there. The church and the ruined castle. And then up through and in. Might miss out the mine. Chance of a bear spawn up there. And if we get what we want, then we'll be coming back to the trader to get the next key. It's a good test as well to see if the key destroys, because it should destroy after this time. It should destroy 100%. If it doesn't, then I need to reset something in the code, because I can't have the keys be used more than once, which is fine. That's life. It's always going to be a little bit of a challenge getting everything set up in the 3 days that I tried to, or the week that I tried to, and which is why it's taken a further 3 weeks of me doing stuff to get it where I wanted it. Now it's just little tweaks to, because once the tweaks are done, they're done for good. They're in place. And then it's just simple things like moving the crates every time we wipe. Or moving some of them, just to give people a new challenge. I already know where the 2 trader crates probably are going to go to, or one of them is going to go to. Probably onto our new Saliski Island. But that won't be till next wipe. It's not fair to do it now. Yeah, bears are proving a bit of an issue to get them to spawn, and I don't know why. I've got to look at the bear spawns. I agree. They should be spawning, and they're not. I might have to rewrite the bear code and see whether there's a problem with it. Or move the bear event higher up in the list of events, so that you're more likely to get a bear than, say, wolves. But I agree, there's a problem with the bears at the moment. But there was a problem with zombie loot, and I've sorted that. So we'll sort the bears. Don't really want to walk through town, do I? Funny you should say red flares in the sky. I wonder if you could have a red flare above a helicopter that had crashed. Just wonder if that's possible. With a little sly smile. So you could have a crashed helicopter that deployed AI and then, say, a minute later came under gas attack. No, that wouldn't be fair. Somebody out there currently is trying to write a mod to allow artillery strikes on helicopters when they crash. That would be awesome. I just haven't worked out how you'd run it code-wise. You could probably do it with grenades if you could write the code correctly. I've heard that many times, so they come up, but never had to deal with them. Okay. So you're hearing the trigger, they just never got to you. obviously I know where you could be living on the map if I looked in the files. Also, based upon what you said of the distance you have to travel to get to the ship, that gives me a fair idea of what circle on the map that you'd be living in, and a fair idea that there's more chance of finding bears in that circle. But I'll look at the bears either tonight or tomorrow and try and sort them. Because it'll be me. I've done something to the code that's making them not work properly. And we'll put them back in, get them working correctly. It's not difficult. I can just copy the BI's master code and replace it. And then they'll work. Simple. I also need to take the reindeer out. Because we don't need a reindeer on the map. Now it's past Christmas. And the hats off all the traders. But I was quite busy getting the crates sorted initially. Such a miss. So, Nova Lug here. So, should have a military base here. But I couldn't get the code to work for it. Otherwise, this would have been a big military base. But in the future, it might happen. So next wipe, I'm also going to, this wipe, make manually some caves and put them on the map. I tried to put the cave mod in, but it failed. Or the cave edit in, and it failed. Because I'd like some caves back on the map. So if you find a cave, you've got a chance of building in a cave. Wait, what didn't you think of what on Sakal? Trying to work out what I've done. So the pathfinding for the AI, the animals, bears and wolves. If you hear them scream, so you know they're coming for you, and you can get somewhere really quickly, that means that they don't pathfind to you, they'll give up. But it's a quick thing, not a... Yeah, you need to be quick. Quick. Yeah. I've not visited your base, B92. I just know from a point of view of weekly, I check in expansion in the logs to see how many code locks everybody has. So if anyone's breaking the rules, I can deal with it there and then. So all I do is I bring up the map and just click on a base, and it tells me exactly what you've got in your base that's under flag protection. Not individual weapons, but it will say like 5 doors, 3 walls, 2 ceilings, a staircase, 8 barrels, yeah? And if you've got more than 5 doors, then I would visit to make sure people aren't breaking the rules. Because some people like me will put in another door that's not got a code lock on it. So if you do get raided, you don't need to rebuild that door, just stick a code lock on the spare door. But next wipe, we're going to allow people more code locks. But we're only going to allow them 2 bases next wipe. So that means that if you want to move, you can then put up a second flag and move. What you can't do is then set up 3 flags. You'd have to then cut down flag number 1 if you want to move again. So at least we'll allow people to build a big base if they want to. Or 2 small bases. Yes, you can run from wolves. 100% you can. And bears. They also have a patrol circle. So how will a lockpick lock a base gate? That I don't know. Chuckles. I really do not know. No idea is the answer to that. I've never tried it. Thank you, B92. It's difficult because I like playing it as well. So I have to be a little bit careful. But I am active. I am watching. I do see what's happening. I do ban people at times. I don't ban everyone. You know, we've got a player currently that's been banned in the past, but they were banned over 3 years ago, and they've not had any reports in the last 3 years of anything bad. So I let them play because people can change. We need a fire. We need to do a fire earlier rather than later. But a tip I learned today was, you know the 9-foot rule for fireplaces? Supposedly, those little church things, you can... Let's have a free map. You can light fires inside them, supposedly, and they don't show smoke out the top. We'll see. Might be wrong, but we won't know till we try. That's massive. That's certainly going on. I know it's blue. I know it's not tactical. I get all of that. But what it is a damn sight warmer than what I'm wearing. Supposedly you can light a fire in here. I have no idea who Adam is, Chuckles. No idea at all. I love when you come out with all these streamers' names and tells me to follow things. It's about 2 or 3 people that I watch, and the rest I'm like, nah. I think because I do it my way, I'm afraid of watching other people and thinking, oh, maybe I should change my style to be their style. When you shouldn't. You should stick with your way of doing things if you've got a good formula. And I think we've got a pretty good formula on here. You know, it's working for me. My averages are going up. It's where I want it to be. Don't care about that. Okay, I know who you mean by that then. I don't know who you mean. got a warmer jacket on, we've got a better chance of getting 3 pluses. We should take the risk and hope that's not in the fireplace. That'll do. I think that was lucky. And a coat to boost ourselves. Gonna get the third one, do you reckon? Maybe not, because it's not a proper fireplace. About the blue jacket, someone else, another stream, pointed out that so many survivors are low on blood. It's all black and white gear to them. I don't think on most of the servers I play they are. Maybe on this server they would be. I do not like this town on a normal PvP server. This town is punchy as hell. Yeah. Hey, baby. We're going for a key crate. Go through here, can't we? Because the way out of the top is open. Yeah. It's alright, we've not been swimming. Guckles, I'm going to have to see if you can tell me the lottery numbers. I want to rebuild some of this into caves. This was going to be one large cave, but I couldn't get the mining mod to work properly. Then I tried the gold panning mod, where you actually pan for gold in rivers and refine it, and that wouldn't work either. It was so annoying. I wanted people panning for gold and then refining it in their bases and taking the large blocks of gold into the trader to sell. But it wasn't to be. And unfortunately, I'm not a coder. Is that danger mine, is it? Means something, I'm sure. We're leaving out that place because we're here on a mission tonight. That place does not feature in our mission. It certainly is, because we have that. We have to go and see whether that works properly. Well, the 2 crates I tested before I went live worked, so I imagine it's working because the code otherwise would fail. But the only way of really knowing is to go in there and unlock it. Or if it's been unlocked already, see that it's there. Now obviously I have a slight advantage in knowing where I've put the crates. Not that I can remember at the moment. But maybe I remember where I put the crates. But that's the only real advantage we get out of this. Well done. Bark and short sticks, that's right. Or an emergency heat pack that'll do no good at all. Now I think I've set this up in industrial at the top, so we'll push up the outer side and come in from the top. Certainly not interested in the main loot in here. It's about that key crate to see if the first key spawns correctly. Because the only way to test these things is to actually open them. And I can't, doing that on a live server is not fair on you guys because I can't reset them until the next restart. And I didn't want to keep the server offline for 6 hours while I test things. Now, in case we get killed, delete the marker. I hate having markers on the map that are not relevant. Where did I put it then? Search all the buildings now, aren't we? Is there a problem with my stream, guys? I'm getting an error on this end. Studio. Yeah, my YouTube update thing just told me that there was not enough data coming through, which tends to mean there's a problem with YouTube tonight. Wasn't there a set of pouches up here? Okay. Breathe. I can't believe where this crate's gone. Green AK. So tempting. If it's not up here, then my spawn isn't working, which is really annoying. So it means I've got a lot of work to do this weekend. For some reason it's not spawning, because it needs to spawn. I didn't really want to have to stop the server and fly around checking everything. No, the crate would still be there. It just would be empty. The crate should be there all the time. I wouldn't have put it in the big building there because I can't stand that building. It's looking like it's not spawned, which is... Right, what I'm going to do... Give me a second. We're now out of game mode. And we will go into player management, God mode, invisible, ignored by creatures. Apply. Just gonna, don't worry, all I'm gonna do is teleport to the location of the crate to try and work out what's happened. Yeah. I just need to bring up the grid reference a second. File manager, profiles, crates. So it'll be down the bottom. It will be... I'm just going to teleport to the location, guys. Come on, you stupid game. It should be there. So we're going to change its location now because it might be because it's in the back of a truck that it's not working. So I'm just going to audio. GoblinZ audio? Audio failed, has it? Audio? Let me just check. Audio. Should still be working. Mic's on. Good point. No, it's not up there. So what we're going to do is change its location just so we don't have this problem again. It might be because it was in the top of a vehicle and that doesn't count in game. So I just need to spawn an object in to get a grid reference. So you're seeing how I do things now. CJ, large, that's a stash. Large, spawn on cursor. That'll do. Get rid of that. ESP tools. I want containers. Show all. And now we need to do some changings on the grids. Give me a second. So commence military. I need to change that to that one. 7792.86 355.9941 147.60.8. Then orientation is minus 157.492 space 0 space minus 0. And now we save that. Now I delete that one. Clear that. Okay, I won't be able to test it to the next server restart, but at least it should now spawn inside here. And that's how I build a crate area. So we came here for no reason. Let's turn off God mode. In which case we're going home. And I think that was the only stupid one I spawned in like that. I think the rest spawned in inside normal buildings. I don't want to fly you around the map to test them all because a lot of what I need to show you is not fair to show you. Does that make sense? I want people to be able to find it themselves. But that one really didn't spawn on top of that vehicle. So remember for the future, no spawns inside vehicles. Which is annoying. But what I'll do is in the morning, because I won't be testing it at midnight, in the morning I'll jump on and test. And we're gonna, oh, now it thinks I'm in God mode, so it's going to give me quicker turn off God mode. Yes. I'm now normal mode. Otherwise it would give me all the stuff really quickly and wouldn't ruin knives. So we'll just we'll treat that as if the crate had already been opened and nothing was in it. Not lighting a fire in this camp. Do not have a death wish. And then tomorrow morning when I spawn in, I'll fly around to each of the locations and just check that the crates are there. I won't open them because if I do, it means that anyone else can't go in until after 12 o'clock. And all the doors will be open. They just run up to a crate and get all the loot. Yeah. But I'm glad I came up and found that one was broken. And I'm glad that hopefully that's fixed it. I wouldn't want to fly around on stream. The end game stuff, I want you guys to experience for real. Because it's a bastard. To be perfectly honest. Put in the nicest possible way. It's a bastard. You're going to have a whole new level of pain there. Yes, you can have a very nice weapon, but it ain't going to make life easy for you. Where's my nearest building? The pub in there. Don't have a lot of choice. On a plus point, we got an SKS. And I'd say that was a good run. Yeah, so basically I have these crates, all my crates will always spawn in. Oh, I love the SKS as well. I'm a massive fan. In vanilla, or vanilla-ish, it's a bloody good weapon system. Because 9 rounds of 7.6239 quickly will save your life. Always annoyed when something doesn't work like it should do, so. I died at airfield. Okay. Well, thanks for trying. Ah, no such thing as too many Zeds. There's me that's dying up here. Right, wait for this next plus symbol. Till you meet Teddy. Tomorrow night, guys, I will more than likely be streaming a PvP server. Good chance with Dr. Cookie Monster because he'll be back. So will be a full-on PvP server, running around looting, shooting, trying to get a base built. Subject to change because he's been away on holiday for 3 weeks. 2 weeks? 3 weeks? 2 weeks. Fire gone, but we've got 2 plus symbols, which is good. Not interested today. Come on. Stell, so there's no point going to trade up, but we could come back via the airfield. Might be able to get some loot. Might die to zombies. There's always a chance. Dying in DayZ is part of the appeal, isn't it? Life's meant to be difficult. If it was meant to be easy, it would be a PvE server. Where you'd all spawn in and help each other and go on big missions and kill animals together. Or monsters. Where I don't do that. As you know. we instead have this world where it's a PvP map, but the environment wishes to kill you. So it's not player versus environment. It's how I imagine DayZ should be. Bloody difficult before you meet a player. And then meeting a player is just a new problem. Obviously B92 said the AI is still too easy. So the AI is getting a upgrade tonight. Two days, 3 hours is my character alive. Yeah, and that's the thing. This one's not been alive that long. 5 hours, 32 minutes. I think the lesson I had to learn in DayZ when I first started playing, which we all have to learn, is the loot isn't yours. It's just your turn to have it. And that's a really hard lesson to learn. I like the challenge though of something like this where I used to play survivalists a lot because it's a slightly harder server, food, water, meds, it's vanilla, and then you've got base building, airdrops, raiding, PvP. But there's nothing to do mid-game. Long wipes like me, 12-week wipes. But the mid-game is boring. Base building side, brilliant. Once you've got the base built though, all you've really got is airdrops. Where at least here, we've got crates, we've got missions, we've got photographs, we've got stuff to do. Yes, I have to fix some of it, but we do have stuff to do. I love building in this castle. It's my fatal church, whatever it was originally. It's my favourite ruin to build in. Basically, you start off there with expansion. You put a floor in and build a box. And then you come all the way along. A door will get through there fine. You can build into here with airlocks. And as long as you don't go above the parapet, nobody looks. They just run past. It's amazing. Told you that now. You'll all be looking whenever you run by. Oh, stop complaining, Goblin. You're not really ill. Exactly, Dimmy. It's awesome, isn't it? It's a hell of a place to build. We did a build there on a server as a team a few years ago. And we actually built a full-on castle there. We built up and then we built up and put towers in. And again, nobody bothered us. Nobody, because they don't expect anything to be there. They just run by. Nobody expects anyone to live there. They all go, oh, that's a ruined church, a ruined castle. No one will be living there. And they carry on their merry little way. No idea where I'm going to build next white. No idea at all yet. I've always wanted to try one of these red barns builds. I've got this idea in my head that clear it to start with before we do anything stupid. That you could block a wall off one side. You could put a door on the other. Probably a barn door so you can get it easier access. You could put walls right down this side or the other. And then on the other side, walls up here, and then a door, probably this side actually, the door on this side, the walls down that side. You'd then have a wall door across there, so you'd come in, you'd climb over, or you have to come through. You'd then come up here. Over here you'd build floor panels, so then you'd airlock right the way across. You'd airlock through here, and then you'd come back down your own set of stairs, or you'd just come down the stairs and you'd actually live here, but to get to it you'd have to run around the place. And then you could set a second layer of floor panels up across here with little ways through to shoot down. So if you're being raided, you'd go up there, open the hatchway and shoot people. So at some point I've got to build that, because I think that would be a fun build. And I like my builds. Did I mention? Oh, I did mention I'd upgraded the PC again. It's behaving better now. Bit more RAM, in inverted commas. We're up to 64 gigs now, and some better cooling. It is, isn't it? It's an easy mod to use. And it makes sense. There's no higher tiers. There is just, but it will stay with it because it fits in for our player base. It does. It just works. Freestanding bases obviously are more covert, so that's useful. Because you can't find a building on the map to visit, so people will only go there by mistake normally. If you pick the right spot. But they don't come with things like built-in fireplaces and are harder to secure to start with. Did you manage to sort out the sound card? Oh, as in my sound bar? No. But I've still not formatted my PC yet. I recognise that I'm going to have to format it to get the soundbar working, and I'm not in the mood at the moment. I am due a format soon, but I've put it off and put it off and put it off. But my machine needs it. It needs that reset. But I realise that when I do, the server will have no support for a few hours. So I sort of need to make sure that everything's working fine before I do. Died in these woods enough times. The other thing that we might be having next wipe is terrain islands. If I can work out how to make a good island off Saliski with a bridge going across, basically. And then what I'd like to do is put a military airfield on an island off Saliski. So there's another military airfield. That's what I'd like to do. It might be easier said than done. Oh, there she is. The improved. So I'd like you to go to Saliski and then have, from the bottom of the island, have another bridge. Maybe just a footbridge with a little bit of swimming. And then another footbridge going out over rocky outcrops out to another island that had maybe a heli landing pad on it. We don't have helis, I know that. Some sort of bunkers that we could build then a loot crate into. Something that made players have to do something when they got there. I could use the Sakau bunker on there. So you'd have to get the glow plug lug and start the generator, and then that would open the door and get you into the bunker for loot. Something like that. Could be quite a nice thing to put in. But I've just got to build it, and that'll be a weekend buildy thing when I'm off stream. If I can make it work, then I can import it, but it won't come in this wipe. That'll be like the main big content of next wipe. Because I'd like to add something new every 12 weeks. Yeah, more things for you to loot, more things for you to explore. We can stick them behind Livonia swipe cards or Sakau generator. either way, those doors will work, and there's things that we can import on here. Though my guess is this year Chernarus will get some sort of update with a bunker type effect on it, would be my guess, because Chernarus doesn't have it at the moment. Now I know I said we wouldn't. We're just going to check one of the buildings here to see if a crate has spawned. I can't open it. And it's the key says industrial northeast airfield, so it doesn't give you a lot of choices. But I need to know whether every crate's broken, because that changes everything. That's a take the server down and fix it mode, which I don't want to be doing. Where's the blue tin? There's blue tin. Hopefully this will be in. If this is in, it makes my life easier. It just means that certain crates are broken, not all of them. Ah. Okay. Yeah, it feels like there's something wrong, doesn't it? Bodies despawn really quickly on here. But yeah. They are zombies. 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 Okay, so that crate's not working either. This is looking more and more like a major problem on the server. So we're going to check the trader, because that should have a crate in it, and if that hasn't, then I've got some... Well, I've got a problem anyway, because that crate didn't spawn in that building where it should have spawned. So, and that's the one of the ones I tested, and it was there. So, I'm a little bit worried now. So I don't have a lot of time to fix these things. I'm back to work Monday. But yeah, we'll check trader. If it's not in trader, then I know I've got a major problem. And I need to work on a solution. Might be simple. It might be a 4-hour restart window rather than 6-hour. But we're within 4 hours of the last restart, so that shouldn't be the issue. But I can look at the logs and see if they are spawning. Just a bit annoyed. We can solve it. We always do. Right, the time to move. Right, guys, because you guys don't want to see where these things are, and I need to test them, I'm going to finish the stream there, and then I'm actually going to move around in God mode and check everything. So, thanks for watching tonight. I'm sorry it was a short one, but server comes first, and I'll see you all again soon.